Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit your notification bell for all new posts. This week we'll be doing another meal prep Monday. I'll be trying some new recipes and letting you guys see. Definitely let me know if you guys like these meal prep videos and if you guys have any recipes you want to share. I'm always up for new healthy recipes because I definitely like to switch up my meals because sometimes eating the same repetitive meals bores me and leads me back to bad habits. Now let's start with cutting up the basil. And then I'm going to go in and cut up some spinach. And I like to just prep all my veggies and stuff so it makes the meal prep process easier. I'm going to be cutting up some bell peppers, orange, yellow, and red. I like to buy the small bag because it's easier to cut and use. And they come with more. And I definitely love the yellow ones. They bring a sweet flavor. And then I feel like the red bring like a little kick. And the orange, I really don't know. I think it's just for color. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with the eggs. I'm going to add cottage cheese that I whipped up as best as I could. I do need to get a food processor. So if you have one, I definitely recommend using it over a blender. And then I'm going to mix up the eggs with the cottage cheese and any seasoning that you want. I use paprika and nature seasoning. And I think I added some garlic powder as well. And you see, you definitely need a food processor because this was a really hard whip. And that was like the best I could do. But if you have a food processor, it'll really blend up the cottage cheese better. And then I'm going to add in the bell peppers. And then I just mixed it around in the pan. And then I added the spinach and basil. And this is supposed to be an egg bake. So it's going to bake and become little boxes that I'm going to eat throughout the week. And then I decided to cut up some more spinach because I'm going to be using a lot of it. Now I'm going to be doing my salad sauce. This is going to be pesto. Then I'm going to add Dijon mustard, olive oil, squeeze the lemon juice. And my recipes are in the description with all the details so you guys will know the steps. Now I'm going to add nature seasoning, basil and spinach, and then I'm going to add it into my jars. And you can season your salads in however you want, especially when it comes to your food. Me, I'm particular with seasoning. I like flavor, so I always add extra seasoning. But now I'm going to be adding black beans. You can use any beans you want. I just prefer black beans. They taste better and I feel like they're more firmer. And I just like the texture. And I'm going to add in the peppers. And I made this salad different this week because I didn't really want a cold salad. And I wanted something that would be more in protein and more fiber. That'll keep me fuller longer. So I decided to do quinoa rice. I think I said it right. This rice is really good, I think, for salads. It's not something that I would use for any kind of meal because it's really light and fluffy, and I feel like it doesn't really give you that rice effect of like fullness and I guess the starchiness of rice, honestly. But I think it goes really well in any kind of salad or like pasta salad or like making like tortilla wraps. Then I'm gonna add spinach, and I prefer spinach over kale. I feel like kale is chewy and it's hard, and I just feel like spinach is easier to eat and cook with. Then I'm gonna add in some mozzarella little blocks I cut up. You can add the balls. They didn't have any at the store, so I had to buy a brick and cut them. And then this is pretty much my salad for the week, you guys. Now I'm gonna make my little snacks. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, this is not my snacks. This is the vegetables I like to put for my meals. I typically pick like 2 or 3 vegetables and have some mixed veggies with all my meals. That way I can keep my vegetable intake. And then I always add this garlic infused olive oil. It is amazing for flavor. And then I added lemon pepper seasoning for the vegetables this time. And then I'm going to cook them in the oven. And like I said, the description with all the ingredients and directions is in the description. I'm a little tired, you guys. So now I'm going to be cutting up the green onions. And this is for one of my meals. This is the garlic rice with ground turkey. And I'm going to be cutting up white onions. I made another meal, but I made it into a short. So if you guys want to see that recipe, you'll have to check out the short and it'll tell you everything. Now, I've been trying to find some different ways to film my food meals so you guys can have better sight, because my apartment kitchen is kind of small, as well as the lighting is kind of trash. So I tried to make sure this time it was a little bit better with the viewing, but I might have to switch it back to the old way. Now, this is the garlic rice with ground turkey. I'm going to be adding in all the vegetables with the garlic infused olive oil. I let it saute, and then I threw in some spinach and basil just for flavoring, as well as having those vegetables. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of ground turkey that was left over from like last week or so. Then I'm going to add in my seasonings I like, and then I'm going to mix it together. So I tried to get the best lighting, you guys. And then I also added in the rice. So I fried that together and then added in 2 cups of water and cooked it. And then now I'm going to move on to my snacks. I love boiled eggs, I love cheese with crackers, and I love grapes. I feel like once I find something that I can eat consistently, I typically make those the same throughout the week, because really right now, you guys, with this meal prep, I've been doing a lot of trial and error, because I'm really trying to find the foods that I like, that I consistently eat, that'll be healthy, so I don't go back to my bad eating habits. So right now, these are the snacks. Plus, I feel like it's like a sweet and salty mix. And this is the egg bake, you guys. So it did come out good. I'm going to store it in the fridge, and then I'm going to just cut them in blocks and eat one every morning. And then here is the rice with ground turkey and veggies with the mixed vegetables. And then I also added my other dish in, which was my baked chicken broccoli casserole, but I didn't show it in this video because I had ran out of some ingredients and didn't cook it yet. Now getting on to my sweet tooth, I'm going to be making this no bake, like I would say like brownie. And it has like a lot of protein in it, so it's supposed to be like a healthy like protein brownie bar, whatever you want to say. The ingredients are in the description, and as you can see, I had run ingredients, so I had to go get it, and rice cake was one of them. So I just been having a lot of issues lately with my fries pickup. They have been messing up my orders and not getting all the food, so it's been a little bit frustrating. But I definitely think that I typically hate rice cake, but with this ingredient, I really think I'll be able to eat the rice cake. And then you can use any milk you want. Like I said, oat milk for me is the best. And then I actually added in a little bit of vanilla extract for some more flavor and sweetening, because I like a sweet snack. And then you mix it together, and then you place it inside of any kind of container, but you got to make sure you have that that baking sheet so that when it molds and it cools, it'll cool inside the baking sheet and not like mess up your pan. And then sometimes if you don't put it in the baking sheet, it doesn't mold right, so it's bad for frame. So now we're just going to continue to mesh this in and mold it into your container, and then I stored it in the fridge for 2 hours, and that really gets it nice and solid into like a little bar. And see, nice healthy snack, you guys. Now this is the baked dish I was talking about. I made in a reel, and then that's what I placed inside of my meals for the week. Now it does look like a lot of food, but typically I eat like one of these throughout the day along with like my snack and maybe one of my breakfast meals. I just eat differently and weird, so sometimes I like to eat my lunch at breakfast and breakfast at dinner. But this is it, you guys, and I tried to get the best lighting. Next week I'll go back to my original way so I can really show you guys the meals. Have a good day.